I'm personally not ready for Venezia Juventus Football Club. I'm not. 8:45 p.m. Italian time. It's a horror. The wait is extremely long. I'm not ready because today is the game of truth. Today is the day of truth, the moment of truth. After a triple whistle of Venezia Juve, but also the triple whistle of the Olimpico di Roma, l'Olimpico di Torino, we will know what we deserved, what we were worth in season 24-25. We already know, and that's a fact, that we didn't deserve to win the league. We didn't deserve to be second, to be third. We didn't deserve to already arrive to the game 38, being already mathematically qualified to Champions League. That was the minimal objective of this season. So we will have to wait 90 minutes plus injury time to know if we deserve to play Champions League next season, if we deserve to play Europa League, or going to hell to play Conference League, which we know what is the impact, what are the consequences of it, not only in terms of transfer market, but also in terms of energy that you spent in all these long travels in extremely difficult fields. Today we will know everything. Today we are asking to our guys, whoever is playing, and we will go towards the predicted lineups in a second, to do that extra mile. Today we are obliged. Today is the day that years ago Serie was born, so you need to honor his memory. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. I tell you, I'm so nervous that after recording, after uploading the video, I will go with my wife, we'll go to the cinema. We'll go and we will watch, you know what movie? Mission Impossible. Because if I'm looking at the predicted lineup, if I'm looking at this season, if I'm looking at how many times we bottled some games where we had to win them, well, today it looks a bit like a Mission Impossible. And of course, I will be here early for the pre-game, for the watch-along, for the post-game. By the way, in the pre-game, we'll try also to have someone from the Stadium of Venezia to give us the latest, the atmosphere, what the supporters are feeling, the home supporters, the away supporters, because we are playing away. So I can't wait to see you later here. I give you a big meeting because it's the last one of Serie A 24-25. 6 games will be played today. We don't care about a lot of games. The game that we need to pay attention for, of course, is Lazio, that today is playing against Lecce, but also Torino, that is playing against Roma. There are a lot of alternatives, a lot of different alternatives. What if Juventus wins? What if Juventus draws? What if Juventus loses? Even losing, you can qualify to Champions League. Even drawing, you can qualify to Champions League, but it depends on the other ones. There are so many alternatives, and I will take them with me during the watch along. I don't want to go through them now because I'm just focusing on one thing. Please go in Venezia. Please beat Venezia. Do your job. Your minimum job, going and winning and beating them, because then you don't need even to check the other results. You don't care about the other ones. It's over. You win, you qualify. So it's in our hands, and that's probably what is scaring me today, because at the end, we will know if we will go to the paradise, because yes, it's paradise, on transfer market during the season, in terms of finances, or if you go to hell. We know it, and Europa League and especially Conference League is football hell. Sometimes people are even preferring not to play Conference League and playing no European competition for all the impact that it has. You know it, and you qualify to Champions League, you already cash in 60 million, boom, like that. La Juve ha paura is the title of Corriere dello Sport. Juventus is scared, and it's true. It's true. That was, I believe, the biggest weakness of this team. Probably we didn't measure the real impact of rejuvenating that much the team, a team that is not mature enough, that we saw that every single time that we had the opportunity to do well, when it was important, well, we flopped it because we were not mature, because we were mentally weak. So Juventus is scared. I know that Tudor says against Udinese, we didn't want to be nervous in the beginning of the game. Was it really managing and being mature in the goal will arrive, or was it because we had shaky legs? What I felt, and I told you immediately after the game in the post-game, I felt that we were really scared, that we were paralyzed in the first half. So hopefully we will understand that Venezia, they will not, because they are playing their life. They will attack, they will go, they will try to win that game. So don't be scared. Play. Play, because on paper you're stronger. Even if it's true that it will be a crazy defense. A defense that none of us would have thought, would have imagined in the beginning of the season. A defense made of 3 players that are Alberto Costa, Lloyd Kelly in the center, and Savona on the left. Di Gregorio into the goal. That defense, never in my life I would have imagined that would have played a decisive game with these 3 men. Savona, I see him always as a right side player playing on the left. Not always he gave his best because he's a bit on difficulty. Let's see, a Lloyd Kelly that looks like he will be il comandante della difesa, the one that will lead the defense. Is he really the one that can lead our defense, that will be able to play with two, to ask to be with 3, to ask to be with 4, or to ask to be with 5? Because Nico Gonzalez and Cambiaso, they will have a big job in supporting also that young, probably without experienced defense that is playing together for the first time. Yesterday, Igor Tudor in press conference, he said it. Renato Vega trained with the team yesterday. McKennie trained with the team yesterday. Gatti is at the same point, so he will not start today. So these are the players that will go on the bench probably to make a team more than to give something on the field. So it's with these men that will have to do it. Then you can change, and you can put Savona in the center, Kelly on the left, you can put Alberto Costa a bit more. You can do some things, but not a lot. These are the men that we have at disposal. Nico Gonzalez on the right, Cambiaso on the left, I told you. Then the duo in the middle of the field, the duo that gave the most guarantees to Tudor are Locatelli, captain, and Kefren Turam. Luckily, Kefren Turam is back. Behind Colomwani, that is winning the duel with Dusan Vlahovic, we have Conceição and Kenan Yildiz. I'm happy that Kenan is there. I'm happy that Conceição will have another chance. Hopefully he can continue to play like he did in the first 15 minutes of Juve Udinese, where he was the most dangerous one, where he was a real threat. Nico Gonzalez Cambiaso today will be decisive because they will have to do two jobs and they need to do it at 100%. Yesterday, Igor Tudor spoke in press conference, and the feeling I always told you is he knows already that maybe he will go to Club World Cup, maybe he will not go, but that he will not be the coach of 25, 26. And yesterday he said a message to the guys. Guys, take what is yours. The Champions League is yours. It's in your hands. Take it. And he's speaking about them, not let's take together, because that's the message that he will do. Look, whatever the result will be today, whatever competition we will play next season, if there is one guy that I will never blame, it is Igor Tudor. I will never blame. I think that he did really a good job. I know that in the latest days, we spoke a lot about Antonio Conte, about the future, because that's what the papers are telling us. You cannot avoid, you cannot lie. That would be a lie. It's not about respect, not respect. But if there is one guy that I will be eternally grateful for, that will be, and even climb more position in my idols, in my Juve pantheon, it is Igor Tudor. He said it yesterday. According to me, we did nearly everything extremely well. And it's true. We won all our game at homes. The only game that we flopped is Parma. We took the lead against the Bologna, that was in top form, against the Roma, that were never losing. We took the lead against the Lazio, with us playing with 10 men, where we were playing better than Lazio until that red card. I think that we did what we could with all the injuries that we had. A difficult moment. Look at the defense that he's playing with today. That's not ideal. A Mercato that has not been done for him. A team that was really totally collapsed mentally after the loss against Atalanta, after the loss against Fiorentina. If there is one guy that I will be grateful for forever, is Igor Tudor. Then if tomorrow they tell me it's Igor Tudor that stayed with us, I will be happy. I tell you the truth, I will be extremely happy for Igor Tudor. That told us yesterday that this team complete has bigger potential than what we showed in season 24-25. But Gazzetta and all the people are sure, and they tell Tudor, vincere e dirsi addio. Tudor, winning and saying goodbye. We don't know, Club World Cup or not Club World Cup. Some people are saying he will go, some people will say he will not go, and then it will be all in for Tudor. And then it will be all in for Tudor, for Antonio Conte, sorry. Antonio Conte, that scored a goal against Venezia, an important one. We played twice, the last game of the season of Serie A against Venezia. One time in their home, we lost 3-0. It was in 61-62. I was not born. My father was just born. So just to tell you how long it is. And the last time that we played against them, so we played twice, we won a game 3-2. With goals of Pippo Inzaghi, Thierry Henry, and then Antonio Conte. A beautiful 3-2. Back then, Juve 4-3. 4-3. Per 3. Juve 4-3. Champions League, Jonathan David, and Antonio Conte. Let's start with Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte, I already told you everything after the victory of Napoli in the Scudetto, but yesterday De Laurentiis came back to the microphone saying, look, in a wedding, we don't want to know if your partner is cheating, he said. If Antonio is suffering the environment of Napoli, it's correct. That is changing atmosphere. That is changing club. looks like really they know that he's leaving. Will he come to Juve or not? I think yes, but I always told you, be cautious. They're already speaking about Jonathan David, an acceleration of Juve for the Canadian striker. They are thinking about that second striker that could be Lorenzo Luca from Udinese or Kristovic from Lecce. They are speaking about Osimhen, that is still the number one target according to Pedula. They are speaking about Tonali, that a lot of people are saying that's really the objective for the midfield of Cristiano Giuntoli. They are speaking about keeping Yildiz, putting even more at the center of the project Kefren Turam. They are speaking about a Fagioli possibly coming back. They are speaking about a lot of things. But today I don't think it's really appropriate to make some plans to speak about Mercato before the triple whistle. Today we'll speak about Mercato. Today in the post game, so be there, because we'll speak about Mercato, because then we will know where we are and what we can possibly do. So I give you a meeting this evening here for the pre-game, the watch along and the post game. Ciao ragazzi, dai. Ciao ragazzi, forza Juve.